Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing my makeup. I'm using products that aren't necessarily what I usually use, and I've only been using them recently, but they're not really my shades, I'm not gonna lie. This foundation is not my shade. It is so orange, it makes my face so orange, but the actual foundation itself is so good. So I might look like a tangerine, but we're still gonna do the makeup anyway. To start off, I'm gonna clip the fronts of my hair back. I've still got some orange in my hair from when I did my makeup yesterday. That's how you can see how orange my makeup is going to be. I'm gonna add some moisturizer. The moisturizer I use is the Astral, I think that's how you pronounce it, Astral moisturizer. I've been using this stuff like my whole life. I swear by this, it's brilliant. It's like literally top tier. I mean, I say that, I haven't really tried any other moisturizers, I'm gonna be honest. I used to use the Nivea one, but it just wasn't great for my skin. I switched to this and I've used nothing else since. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with primer. The primer I've got is the Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f. I put that over here because it just gets rid of those pores. I've not actually done this makeup in this lighting setting before. It's natural lighting, but I have got a big light in front of me as well because the natural lighting is slowly going because the nights are drawing in. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm just going to go straight in with it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. I do 2 pumps on my hand. Usually that is enough. I grab a brush. Can you see how orange that genuinely is? Like, it is not my shade because I just ordered it online and I'm not going to lie, I guessed my shade and I thought this was. It looked like one of the lightest, so I was wrong. Will I repurchase this in my shade? Yes. Or what I think will be my shade? Yes. Because I actually really like this. I feel like it's definitely a full... What is that screaming? It's definitely a full coverage foundation. But that colour match is not what we want. That is not it. Look how orange that is. I mean, I say it's full coverage, but now that I'm doing it in this lighting, it doesn't look as full coverage. I'm only just starting to get used to liquid products, as in like liquid contour, liquid blush. So I'm currently just getting on to that. Like, I feel like everyone's been doing it for years now and I'm so late to the trend. With like doing the powder on top. I'm just so used to just doing powder and that is it. Like, just powder. No, the only liquid that usually goes on my face is foundation and concealer. But usually, believe it or not, I conceal before foundation to cover everything first and then I go in with my foundation. But for this one, because of how orange it is, and 2, because I'm trying a different makeup look. I'm now going to go in with the Rare Beauty Contour, Liquid Contour, in the shade Solace. Solace, is that how you say it? I'm not sure if that's how you say it. And I do not add a lot of this because I do not want to overdo it. So I just do 2 little dabs. 4 dabs there. A little bit down my nose. I'm gonna blend all of that in, but like pat it and go up. I'm not gonna pat it up here, I'm just gonna do that, blend it in. Same with down the nose. And yes, I'm going in with the same brush. I'm not going to go in with like 10 different brushes because this just works for me. I find just using the same brush just works. Or it looks blended to me. It might not look blended to you because I find that on camera, for some reason, I don't look as blended as what I do in real life, which is so strange. I'm now going to go in with the Rare Beauty blush in the shade. It's the liquid blush in the shade Happy. And again, I don't want too much of this. Little blob there. And a little blob there. That was a big blob, so let's even that out. We don't want odd blobs. I don't actually add any of that anywhere else. And then this is a different brush by the way. And I'm just gonna blend all of that out too. And I always bring it up here And now I'm just going to bring like some excess that's on the brush and pretty much just dab it everywhere because, well, bring some colour back to my face. I feel like this side might need... I've got really bad blush blindness, I'm going to be honest. Really bad. And I just feel like I'm gonna make this a very blushy look, and I don't want to. But I've fallen into the blush blindness. I never thought I'd have blush blindness, but I do. That line, dreadful. Okay, let's conceal before that gets worse and worse and worse. Concealer I'm going in with is the Collection Ultra Cover Concealer. Collection Lasting Perfection one. And this is in the shade 2C, Porcelain Cool. And I just do, again, 2 little blobs and a little bit down the nose. That is it. I'm then going in with my foundation brush, and I'm just gonna blend all of that out. I'm just gonna go straight down and blend that out just because I want to give it a little bit more contour in a sense. I'm gonna go with powder. I'm going in with the, do you know what? I just picked up any shade. It was the only one they had there, so I just assumed they had one shade. I was wrong. It was just the last one they had. I've got it in the shade Ivory 18 Matte Finish, the Collection Pressed Powder. So, all I do is get a brush, get a bit dab happy there, and just put it everywhere. To like blend all my makeup together, I suppose. I do prefer a matte look. I know so many people prefer a dewy look. I feel like that's what everyone's going for. It's like a dewy, shiny look. I don't like that. I prefer matte. If I could be completely matte, I would. But then I feel like being completely matte for some reason brings out my texture more. And I have a lot of texture in my face. A lot. And I just feel like being completely matte definitely brings that out. I'm now going to go in with the Collection Bronze Glow Powder Bronzer. I'm just going to add just a little bit, maybe just to bring back a little bit of that bronzer colour. I don't add loads because I don't want to be overly bronzed. I just add that there, a little bit on the sides of the nose, and that is it, just a tiny little bit. The next thing I'm doing is the NYX Professional Makeup Buttermelt Blush in the shade Had Butter. And it is this like corally kind of colour, I think it's coral. Now you do not need a lot of this, and I dab it and then I dab it on my hand first because it's very pigmented, like very pigmented. So I don't want to add too much, especially because I've got blush blindness. Now that I've added that, what I then do is go back in with the powder brush and I just lightly go over that to kind of like blend it a little bit more so it's not as like sharp. Not that it does much difference doing this blending part, to be quite honest, but I do it anyway because I just feel like it blends it better even though it probably doesn't. That's it, face is done. The next thing I'm going to do is eyeshadow. I'm doing the W7 Mixology eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in with these 3 shades here, this one, and this one. We're going to use the same brush the whole time. We're going to go in with that lightest brown first. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to be honest. I just wing it. And I'm just going to go in that crease with the lightest brown. And then I go in with that darker brown. And I go along my lash line with it. Haven't got to be perfect because I am going to blend it out. But I just go along there with it. Light brown in the crease. And then that darker brown along the lash line. I'm going to go in with the glitter shade, like the shimmery shade, and I'm just going to dab that on. I'm now going to use setting spray, matte setting spray, the Barry M one. It looks like this. A couple of spritzes of this. I'm now going to do my eyelashes, to which I'm going to curl them first of all. I'm now going to go in with the mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Mascara, just in the shade Black. I do it, I do the tops and the underneaths. Now, I'm going to grab one of these little cotton earbuds and just get that mascara off. If you let it dry, the longer you let it dry, the easier it is to come off without taking any of your other makeup off. I'm going to go on to lips, and I'm using the lip liner lip pencil in the shade Taupe by Primark, because I love the Primark ones. And then I'm going in with the lipstick as well. It's just a matte lipstick. I don't think it has a shade. It doesn't have a shade for some reason on it, but it's just pink. And then on top, I'm then going to layer it with the NYX Professional Makeup Fat Lip Drip Oil. It's in the shade Fold 02 Mist Cool. So, first of all, we're going to line the lips. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. And then I'm going to get this lip oil, if I can open it. I feel like this gets harder and harder to open each time I try. And then all I do is, oh my God, that's a lot, is just get a couple of dabs. And just do that. And that's it. Lip combo done. That's very bright pink, actually. Usually I go for a darker pink, so I must have picked up the wrong lipstick in my drawer. Oh well. And this is the finished look, and I also brushed my hair and took the clips out. But this is the finished look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.